Hey, hey, brother, what be going on with you? Brother, why are you pulling the race card? I'm seeing my Instagram feed just a little bit ago, and you're pulling the race card on some crap. I've never really sat and listened to your music much, but you're pulling that. I don't even know the whole situation. I'm just reading what I'm seeing and everything, dog. What is with people pulling this race card nonsense? Like, I don't get it. It's supposed to be about music, not this whole freaking crap. Dude, have accountability on things you say. Seriously, dog. Have accountability on what you say, big dog. Seriously. I'm disappointed in you now. I, I don't get it. You know, 1 minute, everybody seems so cool with each other. Everybody. Like, next minute, more and more and more of these fake wannabe Creek Squad people keep coming out of the woodworks and doing dumb nonsense for drama. Cross official goes to doing it. Now you, Woodchuck? Big dog. All because of a white dude saying a certain word, the N word. When you look up the word, it legit means ignorance. It means ignorance. Look it up, dog. But you're getting upset about that? Oh, it's because I'm black? Because a white dude says it. Dog, I know I got folks like, you should not say the N word. I'm not going to say the N word, big dog. I'm not going to say the N word. And I'm not going to let that guy slip around in my chat and do that either. I'm not going to say the N word, big dog. I may have publicly admitted to what I said, and y'all own it. But, dog, what happened to credibility and accountability? What happened to that, big dog? What do you do? You've got potential to make decent music. But then you got your feelings, and as soon as you heard a white dude say, oh, the N word. Dog, I went to an all black school with very little white people and Mexicans. All Mexicans. White people. Mexicans. What I don't understand is people are forgetting that a lot of folks that came around in this world have a much different upbringing. So many different people have such a different upbringing on where they come from. There's a lot of white folks that grew up around the black folks saying the N word, dog. A lot of them. I've been around them. When I came to Texas and I went to the school that I went to, even though I got bullied for my color. Why? Because there was a lot of stuff I did not understand at a young age until I'm older now, and then I realized it because I kept saying, why is these people talking like they thugs and keep talking like they're gangster? When I realized it was the way that people were brought up into the world and how they talk and how they do them, how they go about themselves. Why? Because everybody grew up in different parts of the world, and some people don't understand that a lot of it's just their upbringing. A lot of people don't understand. It's legit their upbringing. Why? Because it's the truth. It's the Godest honest truth. It's the God honest truth. I'm not trying to sit here and say it's okay for white folks to say the N word. But you know what? I grew up around a lot of folks of both different backgrounds. Mexican, Hispanic, black, white. They all said it. Why? Because it's what they picked up and what they say. And a lot of them either grew up in the hood, a lot of them come from the ghetto, the poor neighborhoods, and a lot of them get acceptance from those people of color. And someone's like, you're not very educated. Like, I'm not a racist person, big dog. But just for saying what I'm saying, I'm from Kentucky. there's a lot of stuff I didn't even think about. But the way that a lot of ways that was people were telling me that coming from Kentucky, there was a lot of racist. I didn't see it as much, but when I went to that school that had over 1,000+ kids from different freaking districts of counties and stuff going into that school, there were like there were white folk hating on black folk. I don't know if it was maybe towards the ones that are acting all thug and they're always trying to play the race card, or it's just the genuine. Like, everybody has their rough spots in life, and I get it. But to me, I just like, why do people even want to go to the links to even just do those stupid things like that, dude? We're all American. We all have red blood. If you take me and another man of color, and you take and just take some of our blood and you look at it, it's blue, but when the air touches it, it goes red. It's the O2 in the air and it changes the blood. Like, big dog, I'm disappointed in you. And I'm only speaking from what I know because I grew up around a lot of folk that did that. Because where I came from, I didn't really know a lot of it. Because I was in a country town. I was in a little country town out in the middle of the boons. Out where there's a lot of cornfields and miles of cornfields for like 7 miles worth of cornfields. And out back the other way, it's miles and miles and miles of woodland. Tons of woodland. All out the place. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm only speaking from my experience, and some people are like, we shouldn't be talking about that. Big dog, if you've never grew up around it and you've never been around any of this, a lot of folks ain't gonna understand and get it because they're like, oh, you're just trying to be a racist. You're trying to make it seem like it's okay for white people to say the N-word. Dog, other people say it. It came from the white man in history. That's what they called them poor folk back then, dog. Even though if you look up the word, it's ignorant. But then I also have been around the black folk. There are folk, if you sit there and talk with them and ask them about that, especially the ones that ain't sensitive and they're not afraid to have conversations like that, they'll sit down and tell you that word means, when they use the A at the end, they usually means buddy, brother. And then there's some people that take it and spin it the wrong way and then make it sound like it's coming off racist. But that's only if you're using the ER, and trust me, like I said, a lot of things, if you can take and turn things around and make a better representation of it, it won't be so bad. But the truth is the truth. Like, I'm disappointed in you, brother. Like, I was cool with you, but right now I'm disappointed. Get all upset at Gabe because of what? He said the N-word. Like, come on, big dog. Have a backbone. Even I've said it. And someone's like, you shouldn't say. Dude, I'm not going to hold back. I'd rather tell the goddamn truth instead of hold back. So if people want to hate me, hate me. If people want to say, oh, he's on drugs, he's crazy, he's not right in the head, he's a helmet wearing retard, have fun with it. Have fun with it, yo. I'm just speaking my mind and speaking my piece and speak what I know and what I've learned growing up from people. So if I'm just going to get hate for speaking my truth or speaking my mind, I'll have to just live with whatever decides to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm being way too much. Please, I'm being way too much. Big dog. As I've said, there are different people from all over the place that say that word from different backgrounds. And And there's some people that did not grow up like that, and they don't say it. They don't. Why? Because a lot of it has to do with their upbringing and where they come from. There you are. There you are. But Woodchuck, I'm disappointed in you, big dog. Very much so. And I don't normally talk about topics like this. I don't. I mean, if people want to continue to keep doing what they want to do, like I said, I don't care at this point. People want to keep making AIs of me. If people want to keep taking pictures of my ugly mug on my live streams and running around with it trying to convince people of certain things, go ahead. I don't even care at this point, dog. I just like I'm just at a point right now because I'm just sick and tired of people doing all this stupid, all this race crap, all this nonsense. Oh, and I already stated in my last video, you can go check it out. If I'm ever wrong about anything, I will publicly apologize and make right. But I see what I see and I speak on what I speak on, so it's much heat as I have to take every day. It's almost like I'm getting it's like, you know, I'm not even a celebrity. But I'm taking all, you know, I'm taking a lot of heat right now. A lot. And I've got a lot going on as is in my life. So I'm dealing with enough. But I'm not going to hold back and not call out the truth and use my voice and use my platform in the right way. So, Fed Spoon, hold on. Never mind. I was going to sit there and think, I was like, wait a minute. Isn't that the same dude from when we were in Hickerbilly's chat? Same dude, you know, that ended up leaving because the same reason I left, because he was over there trying to manipulate everybody to turn on Creek Squad and then talk all bad about church and mention the whole thing about Johnny Gobble. Like, come on, dog. Alright, y'all. Damn, look at all these mugs. Coming in hot and heavy. This is the type of crap I'm taking, you know? What's up, Sunfish? What's up, brother? Creek Squad in the house, big dog. You. Four Eyes. That's funny. I'm probably gonna go there. I'm gonna do a funny short. I'll make y'all laugh. And look, if there's anybody that's disappointed in me because of what I just mentioned, some people need to have a realization and see more than just what they see, because there's more walks of life and there's more out there to the world that people need to see for themselves and hear for themselves than just be so stuck in a one frame mindset. I'm only telling the truth. So if I have to deal with the feedback I get, oh well. It is what it is. Harper in the house. Anyway. I'm gonna shut this thing down and get out of here. Alright, y'all. Like, sub. Technically, it's not even worth like it's subbing. Screw that. My apologies. Let's not do that. This is just me talking my truth. Yeah, people do need to grow up. Yeah. Alright. Hey. Like as I've said, somebody has been botting me and apparently I'm crazy. If people can't see the truth, if they can't see the truth for what it is, and they're too busy being in such a childish mindset, and they're lost with reality, and they've not touched with a true result of reality. So, oh, these mugs. Either way, it is what it is. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna catch y'all later. And if, like I said, if people are gonna be upset because of what I said in this stream, please understand the reality to things. I'm gonna shut this down. I'm out of here. Walker out. What's up, Scott? Later, guys. Be good.